Welcome back to Guff Stuff Podcast Weekly. I'm Guff.
I'm Javen.
And we're talking about...
We're going to talk about a
tough
game
decisions.
that is near and dear to my heart.
I know nothing about it.
I think
other than what you've told me.
The pinnacle of gaming.
Well, I mean...
It has story.
Story?
It has action.
Okay.
It has depth.
Are we talking Turnip Man evades taxes?
No.
Oh, that's
no.
a pretty fun game.
Turnip Man commits a tax evasion.
Yeah, I played that one. That's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Have you played it?
No.
You should.
I played another... We're not going to call it a vegetable because it's not a vegetable.
Okay.
But another game where you play as a piece of food.
Okay.
And this is the game I'm talking about. That's perfect. Has everything you've ever wanted in a game. Bro-tato.
At least they both grow on the ground. Oh, you know what? That thing's noisy.
One might ask.
Oh, someone left a crush here yesterday.
What is a bro-tato? Why is bro-tato?
I don't know.
Who is bro-tato?
That's a good question.
And the answer is, bro-tato is a game that you can buy on your computer on Steam.
$10.
For $5.
$5. All right. Go buy it, guys.
It's a game that I have like 5 cents on the dollar.
What's the replay that?
Replay value?
Yes.
Very high, I feel.
So you could go play it again and still have fun?
I think so.
After you beat it, 100%ed it?
For the first time in my life, I've gotten all the achievements in a game.
That is saying something.
And it was for bro-tato.
Nice.
I enjoyed the gameplay loop so much. Had so much fun. It went by so quick.
50 plus hours are not really quick. Just so you know.
It felt quick.
Because I remember, I can see your Steam hours. You had a lot of hours in that game.
I had 52.4 hours.
So that's pretty good.
And that's when I finally got all the achievements.
Right.
Now, there is still a secret achievement. It's not official.
Oh,
that
one
I can
of those.
Go back and
Gotcha.
Get, where I can beat the game again with every character on the highest difficulty modifier.
Oh.
Which I might do. We'll see.
You might as well. Why not? What do you got to lose? Other
Nothing.
than another 50 hours.
Yeah, it won't take me that long.
Now that you've already done it once, you can do it again, huh?
Yeah, now that there were some characters that took me legitimately, I want to say 30 or 40 tries to beat with. Like, it was so hard.
So how does it start, the game? I mean, make us a picture.
Okay. So, the main premise behind the game is you start out with 4 characters, or 5 characters, something like that. Each one of them has a little bit different abilities, different stats, different scaling. They level up.
So you start off with 5 different potatoes, like a russet or a
No, you start off with the average potato.
The baked potato.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let me look quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
What the starters are.
I mean, they could have.
It's well-rounded. It's the first one.
Well, that's good. Playing a well-rounded game is always fun. I've always appreciated somebody that put time and effort to making their games.
Well-rounded, who has like just bonuses to all his stats.
Oh, well-rounded. That's his name.
There's the brawler, who can only use unarmed weapons, so fists and open palms.
Just punch stuff. Gotcha.
Then there's the crazy, and he gets extra attack speed and range with precision weapons, and he starts with knives.
Nice.
Then there's the ranger, who starts with pistols and extra attack range. And the mage.
And
the mage starts with elemental damage increase and a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
And the art is amazing for these characters. Let me show you real quick.
Okay.
There's the brawler.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
There's a lot. What? Why is there so many different dudes on there?
There's a lot.
So these characters you've all made, or is these all the different characters?
These are all ones that are stock.
Holy jeez. Okay.
Old.
Nice.
Mutant, Explorer, the
So wait,
Fisherman.
no.
This was the hardest one I played.
So you played all these characters.
I beat the game with all of these characters.
How many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 45, 48.
16 by 3 is 32, 40, 47 characters.
47, yeah, because the one's question mark, whatever that is.
That's random.
So that's a lot of different characters to beat the game with.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me? You played
Mm-hmm.
freaking craziness. I like the guy with the spikes on his head. That's kind of cute.
This guy gets no weapons.
The bull. He
Yeah.
just gets to run around and smack people.
No,
No?
he has no weapons and he can't equip weapons.
Okay.
So the way that he works is every time he takes damage, you explode
Oh. Okay.
for X amount of damage,
Okay.
and then you just stack armor and regeneration on him.
So there is a lot more to the game than... Okay, well...
Okay, the game at face value.
Yep.
I should get to this.
Right.
The game at face value is you spawn in with a guy
Yep.
and a weapon, and you kill aliens
Right.
in a wave, in a
Yep.
sort of tower defense format,
Right.
where for X amount of seconds aliens will come at you and you have to survive or thrive,
Right.
basically. So when you kill an alien, it drops a piece of material that you can then use after the wave in between rounds in a shop
For upgrading.
for upgrading your weapons, buying new weapons, getting items, etc. Then you go to the next wave, and they get progressively harder. And then, after you beat wave 20, the game, you won.
Right.
There's endless modes to see
Okay.
how far you can get. There's also essentially difficulties.
Right.
So when you beat the game right away, you're playing on difficulty 0.
Right.
When you beat with any character at difficulty 0, you unlock difficulty 1.
Okay.
When you beat with difficulty 1 with a character, then you unlock difficulty 2. And certain characters are locked behind difficulties.
Okay, so you don't get all the characters to begin with. You have to unlock them. Like, maybe you wouldn't get
You start 5 characters.
Okay. Are they random? Or
No, it's the first 5. It's
Okay.
that well-rounded
Okay.
sniper,
The ones you're
crazy,
talking about, yeah.
brawler, and wizard.
Sad.
And then there's some pretty wild characters.
Oh, yeah, just by looking at them, I can see that.
Like,
That's,
there's one where you don't use money in the shop.
oh, you go in
You
there and
use
rob
your
them.
max health as currency.
Oh, that's okay. That's
That one gets pretty scary.
yeah, I imagine because you start messing with that max health, and all of a sudden it gets a little tougher to live.
There's another one where you start with minus 100% damage.
Okay.
So your weapons don't deal any damage. And he's called the Pacifist.
Of course.
And you get money for every living enemy at the end of the wave.
Oh, good lord. It's so okay.
It's hard.
Yeah, I guess
That was the second hardest one I won.
I'm guessing he's not a pacifist by then, or does he just stay a pacifist the whole time?
I kept mine a Pacifist the whole time.
Holy smokes!
You could, in theory, get enough damage modifications to jack his damage up.
Right.
And make him deal damage.
Right.
But, no, I just
ran.
All
right. So you said there was a story to the game.
Not really.
No. Okay. It's just a.
No.
Okay.
No. That part might have been a lie.
That's okay. I don't mind. That's a interesting concept of a game that is definitely worth a look.
I think it's really good. And so this launches me further into a genre of games that I've recently discovered. Well, I've had some for a long time.
Right.
But I never really played them.
Right. Well,
because they weren't for me. I didn't honestly think...
You were into the other games at the time, and that's all that mattered, right? I get it.
I didn't think that they were for me. And
Yep.
now I realize...
Well, I didn't think Satisfactory was going to be for me.
Oh.
I know we did a whole podcast on that.
Yep.
But, I mean, I bought it. I tried it. I'm like, yeah. Then I gave it a real try, though. And I think, like with Brotato, you just hadn't gave any of those games a real try yet. When you did, it was like, oh, I'm at the right stage in my life where this is awesome. Like, I want something different that's not what I've been normally doing. Mm-hmm. And, like for me, it's always survival games. Well, having a game where I have to organize and keep track of stuff, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So maybe kind of that's how it's going for you in Brotato.
So I also picked up, it was a Steam summer sale, which was our last episode we talked about.
Yep, Steam summer sales.
I ended up picking up...
Still going on, by the way.
Nope.
No?
Nope. It was over at 10 a.m. today.
Was it 10 a.m. this morning? Oh, okay.
Actually, it was 11 for us.
Oh, okay. I know this morning when I looked, it was still on sale going, so...
So I ended up picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 total of these games now. And I've moved on to the next one. And the next one is probably like the most popular, well-known one. Vampire Survivors.
Okay. Yeah, I don't...
And the nice thing about these games, they're all like less than $5.
Right, yeah, they're all like indie style.
But the amount of time you get out of them is ridiculous.
When I looked into making video games, that was similar to the type of game I was going to make initially, just to try to make a game.
Yep.
It's basically a Defender type game.
Yep. Well,
tower defense.
The tower defense
is essentially that kind of game where you just
horde slaying.
Horde slaying game because it's easy to program. You just
and you get fairly decent enjoyment out of it.
But when you get something that can be creative and add some depth and add old ninjas and old people, and I like it.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors has been really good. Definitely a lot more mechanically going on than Brotato. Brotato's actually pretty simple mechanically, but there are some interesting things about how things interact with each other.
Right.
Like how different stats work and what they do.
Right.
Vampire Survivors is a whole other can of worms.
Okay. I've never played that one either.
So, Vampire Survivors, there is no in-between waves.
Right.
It's 30 minutes per run. To finish a run, it's 30 minutes.
Okay.
You can unlock something that makes the run go twice as fast. So the thing about Vampire Survivors is it's all about unlocking the next meta thing.
Right.
So, like, Brotato was just unlock the next character.
Right.
Vampire Survivors is like unlock the next game mode.
Okay.
Or unlock the next modifier.
Interesting.
They have a thing called the Randomatio. Everything's in Italian in Vampire Survivors for some reason.
Okay.
And basically what it is it's a bunch of Arcana tarot cards. And they apply effects to the game. Like, some will be like increase area of effect by 50%.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna be diving pretty deep into this genre of games. I think.
Right.
I didn't think that this was gonna be what I was gonna be diving into, but here I am.
Right. So how long do you think that's gonna take you to get through that game?
Well, my goal now is to 100% achievement these games.
Right.
Before I move on to the next one. We'll see if I stick to that. I've been pretty excited to play Halls of Torment. I was looking at that one, and it's like a medieval
bullet hell. I think I've seen that one. I think that's popped up on my list a few times because it's similar to something else.
And then 20 Minutes Till Dawn has been on my list, too.
I've seen that one, too. I don't think I've ever bought. I don't think maybe I do have a bullet hell game or tower defense type games. I don't know. I have a lot of games I have never played, so...
But, yeah, I think I'm at 125 out of 190 achievements for Vampire Survivors. So I'm over halfway done with the achievements, but I'm only 26 hours in.
Okay.
So I have a feeling most of these games are about 50 hours.
Well, that's not so bad, though, for $5.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's great. That's a good cost versus entertainment value. Can't get that going to a liquor store or a gas station.
The only one I'm hesitant on so far that I haven't been waiting to go to do has been 20 Minutes Till Dawn.
Yep.
And the main reason is that you aim with your mouse in that one.
Oh.
So in Brotato and Vampire Survivors, you don't have to aim anything.
Right. I did find... I have played games where you have to aim with your mouse. It makes it really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're playing a first-person shooter or something.
Yeah.
When they're like, yeah, you can run around, but then you use your mouse to do something different. You're like, whoa.
Oh, that doesn't bother me so much.
I don't...
It's just, I really like playing with one hand.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose you can just sit back and just...
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, I can lay in bed with my laptop next to me, lay on my side, and play a bullet hell. I beat a lot of Brotato just like before bed.
Well, just before you were supposed to be in bed.
Well, I'd finish like 2 runs because Brotato runs are short.
Nice.
Vampire Survivor runs are kind of long.
Okay.
But they only get long once you get so far in the game.
Right. Are you streaming any of this?
No, I have not been streaming any of it.
Okay.
I've been...
Well, you've been playing on a laptop.
To me, I've been playing on my laptop elsewhere. Like, I haven't been home very much.
Right. Gotcha.
I might do some Brotato streams, I guess.
Maybe you should try to do it on the hard difficulty, just
Oh, I will.
you just
I don't play on anything other than the hardest difficulty on Brotato now. It's too easy.
It's so silly.
But
It's silly. I like it.
honestly, they're great games, and I picked most of mine up during the Steam Summer Sale,
Right.
which ended up being like $1 off their price.
Right. Yeah. Well, they're not going to be expensive anyway, so
As
that's
far
a good
as
thing
I'm
about those kind of
concerned,
games.
Go try these games out. Vampire Survivors is $2.99. Brotato is a whopping $4.99.
Oof. Yeah, that's going to break the bank.
20 minutes till
For the
dawn.
cost, for less than a cost of a 20 at Starbucks, folks, you can go out and get two games and have 100 hours worth of fun at least.
Yeah.
For a cost of one expensive coffee. That to me is a damn good value. So much so I might have to go buy them now.
Yeah. 20 minutes till dawn is a whopping $5.
That's that. There you go. So you can buy 4 or 5 games for the cost of a couple coffees or a McDonald's meal.
You could literally buy every single bullet hell game I own and still be probably half the price of a AAA title.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
Support your indie companies. Down with the AAA companies.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe. I still like some AAA titles.
No, it's all garbage now.
Is it?
I'm taking the radical stance.
Oh yeah. All right.
Starfield's gonna come out and we're gonna be all upset.
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't upset with No Man's Sky, so of course I didn't pre-buy it. So to be fair, I waited until it was actually released.
Yeah.
So like 3 years later when I started playing.
All right.
Alrighty. So on to the next topic. Until next time.
Bye.